something that historically would have probably taken me 2 hours to go look up the employee, look up the financials, look up this, took minutes.
Welcome to my AI journey, where we explore how people across Microsoft are using AI to drive real impact.
Today, we are joined by Jim Lee, a leader who is helping his team and partners bring AI into everything he does, from forecasting and operations to career growth and personal productivity.
If you've ever wondered how AI can help you optimize your time and help manage your work-life balance, this episode is for you. Jim, can you tell us a bit about yourself and your role at Microsoft?
Yeah. So Jim Lee, I run the Americas for our global system integrators and our enterprise system integrators. So when you think about all the consulting partners within the Americas, that falls under my team. So really excited to be here with you all today and share my story.
Thanks for joining us. Jim, you've been really intentional about leading by example when it comes to AI. Can you share a little bit of how AI has helped you overcome some challenge at work, some real life examples?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because it has been a total journey for me. I had a leader who left the business right at the end of the year. And so I had to do about 20 performance reviews for employees. Many of them I knew for many years, but then there were some new ones to the team. And so I actually took using AI, right? So we have a performance management tool. I took what the employee wrote to help with the review. I then put it in Word. I launched Copilot. And so I basically leveraged the words that they had. And I said, hey, can you help me write the impact statements for X, Y, and Z employee, the impact that they have had? Please highlight their leadership or anything personal that I knew about the person and had seen in performance. And it actually populated an entire performance review of that employee. Then I was able to tweak it, personalize it. But something that historically would have probably taken me 2 hours to go look up the employee, look up the financials, look up this, and it took minutes. And so what may have taken 2 hours took maybe 30 minutes to write. And it saved me a tremendous amount of time. And I was so excited about that example, right? And so then I started using it in many other ways in the business.
How are you using what you've learned to help your team on their own AI journeys?
Yeah, so we have very forward-thinking teams, right? And so one of the leaders I have in LATAM, Carlos Zimmerman, he runs LATAM for me. 52 countries, a lot of data, a lot of partners, a lot of financial performance. And so we need to figure out a way, leveraging AI, on how to feed for the business. And so Carlos and the team built an agent that basically is able to be queried by the sellers in the region to find all that data out. We're trying now to replicate that across the business because it's very intuitive. It saves a lot of time because what would happen is people would have to know who to call, who to pick up the phone with. They would have to do their own queries on top partners by solution area. And we solved all of that through an agent really assigned to our LATAM business. So it's been tremendous for me and tremendous for my team.
Jim, I had a chance to see that a video that Carlos recorded on how to use that agent. And to that point about scaling and adoption, what are the things that are working well that your team and you are doing to help partners move forward in their own AI journey?
Well, basically, right now, what I'm working through is challenging the team to upskill, up level, and be the AI experts. I'm asking the partners to do the same thing. So, leveraging AI in every facet of their business and learning how to, use the prompts to be able to do that. But sales operations, the financials, forecasting is another one. Like forecasting accuracy is tremendously important for Microsoft. And so skilling has really enabled the team to even look at partner performance and how the partners are performing and bringing that insight and trends that we're seeing leveraging AI. Basically, we take our meetings from just the data that was manually gathered to now frontier meetings and using the tools we have to really drive that conversation with our partners to the next level. But it starts with challenging the team to upskill and up level. And that's exactly what I'm doing with our partners.
Jim, you just got back from Ignite. I mean, you heard Judson speak, other leaders had, I'm assuming, tons of conversations with partners. What did you see about, how partners are leveraging AI, and what does it really mean to be a frontier partner today?
When I think about it, it comes down to three really critical things you have to think about. One is agentic AI, right? And building agents to help you run the business better. both for selling for your sellers, but also delivery. Are you leveraging AI to be more effective and efficient? Legacy T&M projects, you make 15% margin on average, maybe 20 at best. When we look at agentic delivery with business outcome, which is the next pillar, 40 to 50%. And then the third thing is really innovating at scale with AI, helping customers innovate, helping them be top notch in their industry and really innovating to bring them to the next level. And so that's really those three things: agentic AI, business outcome selling, and innovating at scale, being able to leverage that. And AI weaves into all of those. Those three things are really important.
These are such great examples. I'd kind of like to change gears a little bit though. So, talking more about personal life, how are you using AI there and what kind of benefits have you been able to see?
I travel a lot and I bodybuild outside of Microsoft. And part of that is being able to have the right dietary plans, depending on where you go, the restaurants. And so what I would get from my trainer on a weekly basis is just the macros, because as if I'm traveling, he can't just prescribe food that I'm making at home. And so what I do is I plug that into Copilot, put the macros in, and help me build a daily plan around what I need to eat, and be able to try to find that information. And so even at that level, from a bodybuilding standpoint, and if anybody is on a diet or a plan, using Copilot to help map out your meal plans is another amazing way to do that.
I love that. Jim, thank you so much for sharing your journey.
Absolutely. I really appreciate it.
And for our listeners, if you're wondering where to start, take a page from Jim's playbook, make time for training, and get creative.
There are so many exciting ways AI is transforming how we work. Join us next time as we explore more of the AI journey.